Hello, this is Nail Driven LLC. We're going to go over our different countdown apps that you can download and install. Right now, these are the full versions, so these are the paid versions. Right now I have listed, we have a Disney World one, we have a Christmas for Disney World one, we have a Disneyland, and a Universal. We might be adding more in the future, but these are the ones that I'm going to go over right now. And I'm not necessarily going to go into each specifically, but I wanted to do one video that sort of covered all of them. When you first install the app, you can find the different shortcuts to the to the apps down here. If you did try the free one out, the free ones will have this light little red tag at the top left. That is the free version, the shortcut of the free version. We're looking for the shortcut for the full version for this video here. And again, the red tag there, the full version there. So I've put shortcuts to all the full versions here. So we have our Universal one already set on our background here. Let's go ahead and click the Universal shortcut. That will open up where we set our date. And that's all it is. We just set the date. We don't add the live background yet. We just set the date. Let's set it for the 28th at 12 p.m. We hit OK. This asks us, hey, do you know how to set the live wallpaper? If you already know, if you're an Android expert and you know how to set live wallpapers, go ahead and say, I got it. Otherwise, hit instructions. Instructions will take you to a web page that will show you how to walk through and set the live wallpaper, or you can just keep listening to us because we are going to show you how to do that, help adding a live wallpaper. So, we've already set the date. Let's check it, the 28th, 12 p.m. We say, okay, we got it. We don't have any problems here. So in order to set the live wallpaper, you hold down an empty location. And then I'm just going to real quick here, I'm going to set a static wallpaper so that way it's nice and boring and needs to be updated here. So we find an open location. Right here is an open location. We hold down. We say wallpaper at the bottom. Boom. And this is in Galaxy Note 4. In case that matters. Up here we can say, what do we want? Do we want the lock screen or the home and lock screen? Pick home and lock screen. Here are your static wallpapers. I got some Star Wars ones there. I got some generic ones. Scroll all the way to the right. All the way to the right are your live wallpapers. So here you can see that we have installed Universal, Disney World Christmas, Disney World, and Disneyland. If they do not show up in this list, a couple phones have needed a reboot. So go ahead and do a reboot and come back to this location. We're going to do Universal because that's where we set the date. Now here you have an option to do a settings, or you can just set it. If you want to set it with the default settings, hit set. If you want to actually look in and configure it, you can hit settings. Here you can change the different picture that shows up. And then you hit click to preview, you can see the preview picture, back to settings. And then I have some options here. And by default, none of these are checked, but I've been messing with it. So what this top one here, so this one is where you select your picture. This one here says show a random picture. So every time the day changes, so tomorrow at noon, it would change this picture for me automatically. And I actually really like this feature because then you get to see more than just one picture and it kind of randomly brings them in. Now it isn't in order, so it won't go through all 30 or 40 pictures in order. It will be random. So you might see duplicates before you see some of the other ones. It's just completely random. I like to check that, and that means every time the day changes, I will see a new picture. The show time details. This is, by default, you only see 13 days to go, or 14 days to go, or 15 days to go. If you check the showtime details and hit preview, you'll see the hours, the minutes, and the seconds. I like that. I think it's cool to see the hours, the minutes, and the seconds, but it's up to you. It's really whatever your preference is. And then this one here, when you get to 0 days to go, some fireworks will go off. And so this says, hey, go ahead and turn those off. I don't need to see those, or you're welcome to have that surprise when you wake up in the morning and you have the nice fireworks going off. Our show countdown at the bottom. If you have a lot of icons at the top of your screen and you don't want that countdown at the top, you can check that and it just moves it to the bottom. Nice and easy. And those are the options for the typical ones. The Disney World Countdown has a couple extra options with full screen and not full screen, but the rest of them just have full screen only because we really wanted to give the pictures sort of the center stage there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this to probably my favorite picture here. That is my favorite picture of the Hogwarts. And then you got to hit set wallpaper. If you don't hit set wallpaper, it doesn't apply. So we'll hit set wallpaper. All of a sudden, voila, we have a wallpaper, we have countdown on the bottom. We can hit that icon and change our date, and now this should switch the day and switch the picture because we have random selected. And so it just switches to 13 days and our picture switched. So tomorrow at noon, our day will switch, picture switches. So it's kind of fun, it's nice, and again, it works for all these. That's universal that I showed you. You can easily go into wallpaper. I'm going to go all the way to the right. I'm going to pick a nice Christmas one. I'm going to hit settings. We're going to go in here. We're going to find, where's the castle here? Why am I not seeing the castle? Castle, there we go. There's the castle, and we're going to hit set wallpaper, and there you go. Now this one has a different countdown because, well, it's a different app. So would have to go into that app shortcut. We would have to set it to January 2016, set it in a future date, hit OK. We know how to do it. Now it sets it. And since the date changed, it switched, and the image switched there. So there you go. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, please email us at naildrivenllc@gmail.com or support@androidmickey.com. And this should work for all of our different countdown apps. And we hope you enjoy them. If you have any ideas, please email them to us. If you need support, please email us. Don't leave negative feedback right off the bat. Just please email us. We've been able to help everyone that's tried to email us. So we really encourage that. We love people to enjoy the app and use it. And if you have any issues, we're happy to talk about refunds, so no worries there. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.